What's up, Rich Squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Dominic Rich, and I'm back from the short break that I took. You know, sometimes in life, you need to take a break from the things you love as well. But guys, I'm here to talk about the 2018-19 UEFA Champions League round of 16 fixtures. The one that I saw between Man United and PSG, and the other one that was played simultaneously between AS Roma and FC Porto. So, as we all should know by now, Roma won that game 2-1, and PSG won their fixture 2-0. Let's start with the one that I did not see first. Roma versus FC Porto. Remember, Roma placed second in their group behind Real Madrid, and Porto topped their group, which included FC Schalke, Galatasaray, and Lokomotiv Moscow, if I can recall. I think I am correct with that. But Porto, I think, has been going through some, injury crisis right now. I'm not too sure, but from what the commentators were saying, they were not at full strength at all. But Porto are currently number one in the league table, above Benfica, Braga, Sporting, all the other good teams in Portugal. And they must have fancied their chances coming into their fixture. But when I made my early predictions, I predicted AS Roma to defeat Porto, because Roma did really well last year, and they have retained, most of their players, from last season. They have brought in new players and they sold. Roma always sells, some of their best players. But, the likes of Edin Dzeko is still around, and some other notable names that I'm not mentioning right now. But guys, Roma 2, Porto 1. I think all the goals were scored in the second half of this one, and the first goal came through Nicolo Zaniolo, young Italian. I think he's only 19 years old, and he opened the scoring for AS Roma. I can't recall if Roma went 2-0 up, but the game ended 2-0, 2-1. What did I say, 2-0 just now? The game ended 2-1, and we saw Zaniolo scoring a brace. That's an awesome, achievement by the young forward there. I think he plays right wing, and future is looking bright for Italy there. Very awesome stuff, but who knows how long he will remain at Roma. But remember the name Nicolo Zaniolo. Juventus might snatch him up. Roma currently, I think, 6th in, the Italian Serie A. Not doing their best. They recently got battered by Fiorentina 7-1, I think. So, this is a good, really good result for Roma. I did not expect a different result, because Champions League football and league football, it varies, It's not the same. Some teams do really well in the league, go to the Champions League, do not do well, and vice versa. But really good result for AS Roma in the first leg today at home. It's really good to perform well at home, and they did so. Porto picking up the 1 goal on the road is still very important. If they can go back to Portugal and turn things around, that 1 goal could prove to be very important. So all the best in the second leg to FC Porto, but congratulations to AS Roma for doing what they needed to do at home and win that game. Remember, Roma, very difficult team to play against at home, especially in the Champions League. Look at what they did last year versus Barcelona. Guys, don't forget what they did versus Liverpool last year. Don't have shallow memories. Remember what they did. So they're very good at home, and they are starting off the Champions League round of 16 on the right foot. Will we see Roma into the last 8 once again like they did last season? I think they made it to the last 4 last season. It could definitely happen. But they started things off on the right foot, as I mentioned earlier, and they are into they have 1 foot into the last 8. They're not yet into the last 8, but 1 foot in. But let's talk about the other fixture, the one that I actually saw. Man United at home versus PSG. Currently, Man United 4th in the English Premier League. You would realize I'll be talking a little bit more well versed about the Premier League because that's the league that I watch. And, you know, I don't watch a lot of League On, but I still know what's going on over there. PSG currently top of the league over there as usual. I think about 10 points ahead of the second place team. But Man United right now, 4th, as I said, in the English Premier League, above the likes of Chelsea and Arsenal. So Chelsea not doing too well. That 6-0 loss versus Man City over the weekend give United the edge, you know, right there. But I think United do have more points. I think United have 51. But anyways, I'm saying all this to say that United has been in very, very good form since they fired Jose Mourinho. I was calling for Jose Mourinho to get sacked because, you know, I cover the Man United games when I do the Champions League as well. Even though I'm a Manchester City fan, I want to talk about everything. But they did the right thing, sacked Jose Mourinho, and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer taken over, and he has gone unbeaten until today. Unbeaten in the league, unbeaten in all competitions until today. This is his first Champions League fixture, and he is running into a very good PSG team, even though they're missing their starlets, Neymar Jr., Edinson Cavani, Thomas Meunier, through injury. Imagine that, guys. Who would have predicted PSG without these guys to actually spank Man United 2-0? I did predict PSG to initially defeat Man United across 2 legs, but Man United, with the form that they have shown under Solskjaer and, you know, the way Martial, Lingard, Rashford, Pogba has been playing as of late, I expected them to at least put out a respectable performance and pick up a draw. But 2-0. 2-0. First half, it ended 0-0. It was a feisty affair. Started out really hectically and then, you know, kind of slowed down. A lot of yellow cards being shown to a lot of players. You know, I even saw someone tweeted saying, you know, that Salt Bay tweet that the referee is throwing out yellow cards for fun. And we had Kimpembe almost picking up a second yellow. A lot of Man United fans would argue that he should have picked up a second yellow, but he did not. And in the second half, Kimpembe went on to open the scoring for PSG, I think in the 53rd minute or so. It was an Angel Di Maria corner. Remember, he's a former Man United player, and it felt good for him to actually provide the assist to that goal because he did not have a really good time while at Man United, and you could hear the Man United fans booing him while he's on the ball and everything. So it was very sweet for him to provide that first assist for the Kimpembe goal. I must say that Nemanja Matic switched off, did not, you know, watch Kimpembe coming in behind him, and you can't switch off. Basically, the ball is coming in, you have to get the ball out of there because a defender, not a defender, PSG attacker will be trying to get the ball in the back of the net. It's just simple logic. The ball comes in, get the ball out of there. It's just that simple. Put it behind for another corner or get it out. Kimpembe came in and he put it in the back of the net. De Gea wasn't able to stop it that time. I think before that, De Gea actually pulled off a really, I think he did. It wasn't a save. Was it a save? It was Mbappe who put the ball wide, but De Gea threw him off. So De Gea wasn't able to come to the rescue there. PSG opened the scoring 1-0. 10 minutes later, Kylian Mbappe put the game to bed, basically. You know, another crossing. It was against the runner play. United were trying to equalize against the runner play, and the ball came in from the left flank. Bailly wasn't able to stop the ball coming in. Lindelof wasn't able to keep up with the pace of Kylian Mbappe, who was devastatingly quick today, and he beat De Gea again. PSG had 2 other really good chances to score. It was Mbappe and someone else, and De Gea came up big as well. But all in all, you know, Man United, they couldn't break down this PSG team. They couldn't break down the PSG team. Buffon had very little to do today. And Man United must feel aggrieved as well. I failed to mention that they had setbacks through injuries. Martial had to go off early, injured, and Jesse Lingard as well. So that threw their whole game plan into disarray. Mata Sanchez, who came on, wasn't really effective enough, you know, to bring Man United back into this game. But I must give really a lot of props to PSG without Neymar. Guys, Neymar on the field is a psychological advantage in itself, and Cavani as well. And without these two players beating Man United 2-0, that's a big achievement right there. PSG played very well. Thiago Silva, Kimpembe in the back, Juan Bernat, and Kera in the fullback positions. Dani Alves playing further up the field. Verratti, who had to go off injured. You know, Mbappe, really good game today. Di Maria, all the PSG boys played really well today. For Man United, Pogba got sent off late in the game, and they must feel very unlucky. It was a soft second yellow, I must say, and he will miss the second leg, you know, in France. And that would have been a homecoming for him because he is from there, and it really weakens Man United, who is going to try to, you know, turn things around. It's just bottom line, it's a big setback for them. But I don't think Man United will be able to turn things around right about now, even though they have been in good form. This PSG team just looks too damn good. So congratulations to PSG. I know I may not have said everything in, you know, chronological order, but you guys get the point. PSG, better team on the day. In the end, Kylian Mbappe, who I think my man of the match. Too much. This guy is so freaking good. Too much for the Man United defenders. Too much for, you know, De Gea to, you know, prevent from putting the ball in the back of the net. The guy is just getting better and better, you know, with every single game. So PSG has not really been doing good in the Champions League over the last few seasons. Will this be their year? Will this be their year? Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I think they will get to the last 8. Sorry, Man United fans. I don't think you'll be able to turn things around. So PSG and AS Roma doing really good on the day. Guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich, man. I'm back. Just wanted to, you know, give my quick thoughts on these fixtures. Just had to, man. Just had to. I've been taking a break. We have more Champions League, you know, action tomorrow. I think we have Borussia Dortmund and Tottenham. And we also have Ajax and Real Madrid playing tomorrow. Next week, we have, you know, the City Schalke match, the Barcelona and Olympic Lyon, Juventus, they play Atletico Madrid, and there's a next one I can't quite remember right now. Damn, who is the next one that play? Liverpool versus Bayern Munich. How could I forget that one? But guys, I'm your boy Dominic Rich. Just wanted to share my thoughts, man. Who do you guys think are gonna win the UEFA Champions League this year? That's the question of the day. So answer it in the comment section down below. If you're new around here, consider hitting the subscribe button. And until next time, peace out. Rich Squad.